And now the starting lineup for the Quentin Road Christian Eagles. At guard, number 11, Liam Wolf. At forward, number 14, Alexander Larachkin. At guard, number 15, Cade Eisenbarth. At guard, number 23, Jaden Gomez. And at guard, number 24, Sincere Drew. The Eagles are coached by Kyle Stankus and Ryan Fontana. And now, the starting lineup for your Hammond Baptist Warriors. Starting at guard, number 4, Derek Judah. Starting at guard, number 12, Timmy Harrell. Starting at forward, number 10, Micah Mintz. At forward, number 25, Cruz Vasquez. At forward, number 0, Anthony Murhowski. And at forward, number 23, Jesse Martinez. The Warriors are coached by Stephen Goodall.
Good evening and welcome to HBTV. You're watching your Hammond Baptist Warriors and the Quentin Road Eagles from Lake Zurich, Illinois. My name is John Woosley, and I thank you for joining us here on HBTV. I'll be joined by Mr. Josh Conger here in just a moment. You heard the starters there, Warriors in white, Eagles in blue. Here's the tip, Anthony Murhowski, no problem. The towering sixth grader. And they go right to him, right through his hands, and into the hands of number 14, Alexander Larachkin. And here come the Eagles. This is Liam Wolf, top of the key, driving right, weaving through traffic, up and in for 2. As the Eagles strike first. Here, Jesse Martinez. To Cruz Garcia. Cruz over to Anthony. Anthony up and in for 2. Anthony Murhowski, just a 6-foot sixth grader out there. As he hit his growth spurt a bit early there. Here he is inside, just some towering opposition there. Here's Jesse Martinez, up and in with the left hand. Good for 2. As I'm joined here in the booth by Mr. Josh Conger. Josh, I know I appreciate you coming up here coaching after a tough loss there a few minutes ago. Our junior high JV, man, gave it a good fight and came up 2 points short there just a few minutes ago. And I appreciate you coming up here. Josh, looking forward to commentating a good night of basketball with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, John. Nearly lose my voice every night on that first game, and then there's all these other games and commentating. It's always a lot of fun. I apologize to those of you who got to put up with my scratchy, used-up voice there, but it is what it is. Excited to be here for HB basketball.
Here's Cade Einsbarth over to Liam Wolf. Derek Judah defending the post there pretty well. Cruz Garcia out on the perimeter now. Good ball movement here by the Eagles. Stripped
good
away
steal.
by Jesse Martinez. Draws some contact, and that'll be a loose ball foul here.
Man, big rebound, Anthony Michalski. And there's Cruz up and good for 2.
8-2 here. Warriors in white jump out to this early lead after the Eagles scored first. Here's Jesse, another steal, and weaving through traffic. Smooth move right to the hoop with the right hand. Jesse Martinez, 4 straight points there for him. And here come the Eagles. Anthony Michalski up to Derek Judah. Derek can't complete it. Here come the Eagles. Josh, normally I feel like the Eagles start out in a zone and maybe drop to a man if they have to.
Yep.
But noticing both these games are starting out in that man.
Yeah.
And I know that drove us crazy for a little bit in the first game.
Yeah,
But it's just kind of unusual for the Eagles to come out playing a man, I feel.
Yeah, they know that we prepped for them. And last year, 2 games in a row, they came out zone till like the 4th quarter, and then they swapped the man every other possession. Man zone, man zone. And I think they must have known that we knew and came out in the most aggressive half-court pickup man-to-man offense I've ever seen. And I'm out 2 point guards. It was lovely not having Derek Judah or Parker Coffey this evening. And Caleb Boothfin and Robert did a great job. Remember, they're playing 3-4s down there. And they're up there at the 1-2 trying to break this pressure. It was just a night for them. We struggled that first half against that man-to-man. I think they're trying to get that same kind of start. And I think they know they pick up man-to-man like we do at half court. Boy, they're going to get some steals.
Yeah.
Speaking of steals, Micah Mintz all the way up and good for Micah Mintz. Great drive for him. But Quentin Road, their strategy is normally, they're swapping things up, but the one thing that never changes, they do bring every single star junior high player, and they start that 6th grade game against my guys, and then those same 5 play in that 7th, 8th grade game. And it's always a battle in my game to get buckets, and they bring some good quality junior high kids, and they're well coached, John. They play a lot of basketball throughout the season, and Coach Fontana, Ryan Fontana and Kyle Stankus, they do an excellent job year-round just working with these guys and getting them improving. And for some reason, every year they shoot well. They shoot well at our place, and they've been doing the same thing the same way for 30 years now, and it doesn't fail. They're always competitive, and they play aggressive.
Yeah, Josh, that scrappiness, they just have year after year, and I hope they would say that about our players. But man, you know they're just going to fight all the way to the end. And in every case, every year, they just bring a scrappy player, some scrappy players that are just going to give it everything they got out there, and you got to love that in a team that's just going to play as hard as they can the whole time, and you got to respect it.
This is Liam Wolf, one of the starters here, number 11 in blue, driving right, trying to make something happen over there, and he's harassed by Emmanuel Perez and Micah. Solid double team there. Jaden Gomez driving right, number 23 in blue as well.
Yeah, so that's Jaden Gomez. There's a Jace Gomez, who's a nice little player, played against 21. You. And probably some brothers there.
Yeah, and they're both good at scoring, good at dribbling. That was a tough underhand shot there, but normally just good scorers. And Emmanuel Perez, number 11, nice dish to Michalski, up and good. Good for 2 points. Michalski drops it in. And he is lighting it up at 6'6", 6th grade. Massive young man. And again, straight to varsity for this guy. He is huge. And a block with his elbow there. Anthony, pure athleticism out there. And that 3 nearly went in. Good shot there from Cade Eisenbarth. Can't get it to go, but John, straight on, just a little bit long.
Yeah, over the towering Anthony Michalski. He was chasing him all the way out there. Here's Anthony again. No good. Ezekiel Palmer with the rebound, and that is just okay.
3-second call. You do not put that ball behind you. I know he's trying to shoot it, but the smaller defender is able to reach up and just pull that out of his hands there.
Yeah.
I mean, very quickly.
And good heads-up play there that's Paul Haran there to strip that ball away. It'll stay Eagles ball here. Eagles trailing big here to start this game here. Under a minute to go in this first quarter. 16-2 is your score. Tim Harrell checking in the game, along with Emmanuel Perez.
Joshua Guzman as well, number 2. Older brother Caleb, married to Emily, and great family there. There's Cruz, and there's Joshua trying to get a steal and ties it up for a jump ball. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. And this game's looking a lot like mine did early. Oh, nice pass up underneath, goes up, and got fouled. Good drive and shot there, Liam Wolf. And he's going to the line for 2. Liam's a nice little player. John has had some good handles and played very well thus far. And that shot's in, nothing but net. Didn't even touch the rim, John. Love seeing that.
Wow, must be in the name there because, Josh, this Liam Wolf, he's a nice little player. And then there was a Liam Hahn on your team, that little point guard. His name was Liam, too. Man, something in that name as Liam hits a second. 2 for 2 there from the line. As this first quarter is coming to an end in a hurry. Now in a 2-3 are the Eagles. Cruz Garcia going short corner.
Oh, good pass. Tim Harrell, good shot. No good there. Oh, and a foul by Palmer. The same foul Donald House committed 5 times in my game. The trail foul, where you just running directly behind someone, and that kid just stops.
Like,
and
give him some space, man. Trip him.
And Donald, like 4 times in a row, looked at me like, I know I shouldn't do that. It's like, oh, that was the 3rd time, so figure it out.
And that's how we'll end this first quarter. 16-4 is your score. Warriors with the comfy lead. For now, we'll pick you up on the other side of this quarter break.
Welcome back here, second quarter. Men on the floor in white, Emmanuel Perez, Jesse Martinez, 23, Derek Judah, 4, Cruz Vasquez, number 25, and Anthony Michalski, number 22. Now Quentin Rojan in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
And they got a 3-second call on Cruz Vasquez, I believe. And that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
Turnover.
Josh, and I can't help but wonder that mismatch inside, they don't really have anyone to go against Anthony Michalski, so to have just multiple guys kind of stationed around or in the paint. And also they subbed in Winston Taney, he was a big factor in your game, Josh, a few minutes ago. And but I think he's the tallest guy they got. As talking with Coach Stankus, Coach Kyle before the game, they don't have an 8th grader on their roster. So these are some young teams we're seeing tonight. So certainly to keep that in mind for future years, they're giving these young guys lots of experience, lots of reps here. and there are going to be problems in years to come.
Yeah, and they had, John, some good. Oh, there's Marhalski. Last year I played against some good players that were 7th, maybe 8th, and they might have pulled those kids up to varsity. And they might be playing high school ball this year.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot there. That's Jaden Gomez, I believe, 23 in blue with a nice jumper, makes it 16-6.
One guy in particular, you'll probably remember the name, Lincoln Reyes.
Yep.
Lincoln Reyes, they're at a family event. They're out of town, so that is one key player this varsity team is missing today. So next time we see them, it'll be a little bit of a different team. But either way, our Warriors looking good right now. Jesse Martinez for 3. That's going to be long. Into the hands of Cruz Garcia on the block. Cruz pivoting out. Emmanuel launches it off the mark. Rebound Eagles.
And this is Quentin Road bringing it back up. 24 in blue. Driving left, and nothing there for Sincere Drew. And it'll be a turnover. Warrior ball. Derek Judo walk it up. 4 in white. Swings to Emmanuel Perez. Emmanuel to Marhalski to Cruz. Cruz drives right. Tries to kick it around to Jesse. No good. Stolen by Jaden Gomez, and he's going to push it up. Nice little point guard, John, and he's a good little dribbler out there.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. You have to be a good dribbler when you got a younger brother, Josh. That's just how it goes. You got to keep it away from that little guy.
Oh, correct.
And especially if that is Jason, in fact, his brother there on the younger team. No doubt that's the case. Got to be a good dribbler, and Jaden certainly is here. He's guarded up top, looking for some help. This is Winston Taney. Poked away by Martinez, and that'll stay here. Eagles ball. On the court right now for the Quentin Road Eagles in blue, that's Winston Taney to inbound. 24, Sincere Drew. Of course, you got Jaden Gomez. Number 15, Cade Einsbarth. And that's number 10. That's Mark Telpees. Lincoln Reynolds just stole that ball right away. And it looks like it'll stay here.
Yeah, the pronunciation of number 14. I was looking at that and starting lineups for the first time with the microphone hot, and it was like really trying to figure that one out. I ended on Larochkin. So if that's correct, I did good. And if not, let us know in the comments how to pronounce that. We always love help with pronunciation on names.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're not trying to mispronounce it either. We're not trying to do that.
Yeah, I just got to go back to phonics class for some of these.
A lot of consonants.
Yeah. Josh, we got this game here, and then the varsity. I'm looking forward to watching that varsity game. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I just want to see our guys out there.
Yeah.
In those white jerseys, getting maybe a dunk, John.
Let's go.
I was thinking about that today.
Yeah.
What if Connor Lemon dunks? What if JP magically heals up and gets out there and dunks? What if Jeff Husa gets up there and jumps up and dunks? What if one of these guys gets up and throws down? We might lose our minds, John, on opening night. That'd be a shame. There's a lot of season left. Should be fun, though. And
I was talking with Preston Wilkerson, stopped by practice yesterday. He's like, Connor he was just dunking with ease. He just from the three-point line, just casually, weaving through the lane and just throwing down. And I'm like, man, it's all well and good in practice. We want to see it once the lights are on. And the pressure's there. Let's see it then, Connor. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, for those of you that are kind of tuning in, that dunk is a big deal here at HB, and especially now that we got a couple guys that can do it, we want to see it. We got high expectations. So hoping maybe to see one tonight. Here's Derek Judah, the 6th grader, bringing it across the half line, up by 10.
Oh, and trying to force feed Mintz in there, stolen away. Tough making that pass into the heart of that 2-3, and especially when they're sitting down like that. And Marhalski got a hand on that ball, tips it. Trying to drive left. There's Marhalski, baseline up and no good. Good shot though, good effort to get to that rim. And Quentin Road just sitting back. They're not even. They're 6 feet from the guy with the ball that's walking up, just not even pressuring the the guard at all. They're like, we're just gonna play in the paint. That's all we're gonna do. And if you think about it, all of our points have been there, so maybe that's just good coaching. Who knows? Oh, good effort on D. Jesse Martinez, probably the best returning player on this team, and Coach Goodall loves him and speaks very highly of him, works very hard at practice, has worked in the offseason, and hoping for a big year from him. He dribbled off his foot. I'll stop talking about him now. Bad karma. And there's Derek Judah trying to bank it in from 3. Jesse rebound. Good. 18-6, Warriors lead. This is Jaden Gomez bringing it up. Oh, and a nice drive. Just can't get it to go. And that's Liam Wolf. Was a factor last game. Another factor this game. Has a few of these points for Quentin Road already. He's a fun little player to watch. Kick down to Michalski. Michalski trying to drive again. Force feeding Reynolds. Threw it right off his head, and that's going to go out of bounds. Maybe Quentin Road ball here.
Yeah, those two big guys right there could be a problem for many teams this season, Josh. Reynolds and Michalski down low. Both of them right at 6 foot.
I mean, they're close.
Yeah,
no lie. I mean, Anthony
really
right
are.
is. Lincoln's
he was sizing me up just a couple days ago. Came up to me and he does that whole like hand to head type of thing.
He stopped doing that to me.
He is right there. I didn't say it. You said it, John. You said it.
I'm just getting. I'm beating you to the punch there. I'm just beating you to the punch, John. He was doing that to me 2 years ago. He's looking at me like, oh,
I mean, but you're certainly at least 5'2", right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm 5'9" with shoes on. Micah Mintz, mid-range. It is no good. Tipped. Reynolds up off one leg. Kobe. One leg shot. Lincoln's showboating now. His dad taught him that one. He said, Lincoln, when you're shooting the layup, make sure you put 1 foot in the air. You go off one foot.
It was like a Dirk. Creating some space.
You make sure you kick that left foot down, kick the right foot out, and you buck it. Sink it.
Here's Mark up to Liam. Liam over to Taney. Taney trying to go to work against Lincoln. Lincoln nothing. Everything outside the perimeter right now for these Eagles. Good D. Michalski comes away with it.
Anthony kick to Emmanuel Perez. Manuel up and no good. Rebound almost Reynolds. And he snags it. Gonna go all the way to the rim. Lincoln's a bully in there. And they say travel. And one fan particularly not happy about that call. Thought for sure it was a LeBron Euro step.
maybe a jump ball, I guess would be the ultimate call there.
I thought he took a long first step. I didn't think he traveled either. But those refs, man, you take one extra hesitation, they're just like, yep, you're junior high. You just definitely traveled. There's no way you know how to do a Euro step right now. Michalski right now would be wide open.
Yeah, 5 seconds here. Perez trying to get up on that 3.
Yeah,
tip it, go.
Buzzer! Got it at the buzzer. Needed that to get it to 22-6 right before halftime. Anthony Michalski killing it. And he's got probably 10 of those 22, John. 22-6. We take the lead to half. We'll see you in the third quarter.
Welcome back to the second half of play between your Hammond Baptist Warriors and the Quentin Road Eagles from Lake Zurich, Illinois. 22-6 is your score as the Warriors on top with a comfy lead at the moment. And that's Jaden Gomez going down, fouled by Cruz Vasquez. And that'll send Jaden to the line. 2 coming his way.
If there's a foul that happens at all, it's Cruz Vasquez most of the time. He loves to foul. But it's because he plays aggressive.
Yeah.
John and I love that about Cruz. He kept us in a lot of games last
He
year, and, man, just works hard.
Now, Josh, there's a couple players on this varsity team I haven't seen yet, and I'm wondering, we got Eric Mata?
Yes.
Eric Mata playing basketball?
He was not here yesterday, and he's not here today. He might be sick.
Okay.
I'm not sure the reason, but he did miss yesterday's practice. And they said he was not at school.
And then Mikey Swain?
Mikey Swain is not playing basketball.
Okay.
We won't say his name at all this year.
Okay. All right. I remember Mikey from last year.
I wish, man. Well, Mikey didn't play last year either. He played 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
And he's an 8th grader now, but has not played the last 2, and I've begged him each year. Good ball player, I thought.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. So hopefully seeing Eric Mata later in the season. This is Micah launching for 3. No good. Rebound Michalski. Nope. As Gomez tracks down that rebound. Going the other way. Here come the Eagles.
And Micah guarding him up top. Good swing pass. Looks like we're in a very tight man-to-man defense here, and that's a steal. Jesse Martinez, 23 in white, up and good. 26-7. Warriors lead.
Saw Jesse Martinez's parents at the voting polls today.
Oh, wow, there you go.
As we were standing in line, the guy in line behind us, good people.
Amen.
As they've sent multiple kids all the way through Hammond Baptist, and
yeah,
Jesse's the baby of the family here in 8th grade. And Josh, he's put on some weight, grown a few inches over the summer.
Strong kid.
Yeah, watching him during soccer season, he's a stud out there.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for this season, especially on this team. I feel like they've got a few more pieces than even last year. And especially with his size and strength, I think he's going to be a big part of this team. Here's Mark up top going to work, and nearly stolen away by the Warriors. No good, Eagles. Cruz to Garcia. To Jesse Martinez. Here's Jesse going to work against this 2-3 zone of the Eagles.
Good
Cruz,
ball
15-footer, no good. Eagles come away with this rebound.
John, who'd you vote for today?
Man, we're personal questions
I'm
here.
just kidding. I thought you were going to answer that right there. This is not appropriate to talk about politics on the live stream.
Oh, I love America.
But be
Josh,
sure to
who
go
do
out
you
and
think I
vote,
voted
man.
for?
Be sure to go out and vote. Absolutely. Got to vote.
Oh, man.
Love your country. You got to vote. We won't talk about who you did or didn't vote for, but I do think everyone should vote, regardless.
100%.
Very good. I'll tell you who I'm voting for, John.
go there, please.
No, Anthony's locking this guy up, Alexander, and then I want to see this defense. I would. I'm just real focused on the game here. This is good defense. Derek Judah locking up. Jaden Gomez. Cruz nearly getting a steal. Look at this Hammond Baptist defense.
That Winston Taney, Josh, is going to be a problem
There
for
he
years
is.
to come, man. I've been watching him as he sneaks in some varsity minutes here.
Yeah.
He's a nice player. And he got banged up in your game as well. He was taking a beating down there. Hitting the deck multiple times. Isaiah Palmer was
man.
eating his lunch.
I was going to say, we've
As
not
that
yet
guy was
taught
out of
Isaiah how to not foul. And Isaiah did foul out, and he was only in for half the game. Killer.
He's in there and bodies are flying.
My pregame speech involved, we need to be killers. And Isaiah took that personally, and he took it personally against Winston Taney.
Oh, man, that was terrible.
Oh, good hustle back on D for Emmanuel, and they wanted a foul. That's another one. Quentin Road fans getting heated out there on the front row wanting a foul. There's always two sides, John, to every story. And that's the beautiful thing about basketball. We can all watch the same play. And half the crowd's going to think one thing happened, and half's going to think the other thing happened. It's beautiful. That's why sports brings us together, John. Oh, it's supposed to be a unifier. And we have an injury, it looks like a bit there. Alexander Larochkin. And he's going to be sitting down, talked to by Coach Fontana. Hope he's okay. And a bucket right away. Oh, sweet revenge. The bucket from Liam Wolf. Good shot there by him.
And they're going to have a few more of those, Josh. Going into the paint, scoring from the block is not really going to be the ticket tonight.
Right.
So they're going to need to see more of that. 28-9 is your score. We got a timeout here on the court. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Back to the action here. Emmanuel Perez lining up a three. Trying to make that 2-3 zone pay. And couldn't connect. Good looking shot there from Emmanuel. Here come the Eagles. Cade lets one fly.
Oh,
Big
wow.
is open.
Cade Eisenbarth. John cashing in a check there. That was beautiful.
He saw
Launched
Emmanuel
it.
take one at our end. So I'll do you one better. Man.
He's
Good
like, guess
shot there.
what? Guess what? I shoot threes too. And there's Tim Harrell saying I can shoot threes too. Next 5 shots are going to be threes, John. Watch it right here. Pull up three from Cade.
Yeah, don't like that at all.
You know, the modern game's becoming a lot about shooting. John, we're having to fight kids at these levels now to not take that three. And there it is again.
No.
See, John, I told you, and it's going to keep happening. You know, you're so close to making it, and your only thought is like, man, I'm going to make that next shot. Oh,
he faked me out.
Here comes again. Kick out, shooting it. Lincoln, my ball. Lincoln, good shot. I say it's probably a bad shot. Double covered, threw it up there, but I say good. He's trying to be aggressive. I like that from Lincoln.
Me too.
There it is, floater.
Man.
Coach saying, listen, that's going to go in way more than the 3, Cade. Take that shot, you know. And Emmanuel's going to pop this 3 if they stay back, and they don't. Now they come up. Down to Reynolds. Reynolds, big body, up. Fader, no good. Kind of fading away there a little bit, John. He's strong enough just to go right up into the defense. Mid-range again, Cade. Almost.
Yeah, Cade playing aggressive, feeling it. Trying to bring his team back, putting them on their shoulders. This is Tim Harrell.
Palmer. Yeah, Zeke's wide open. Oh, he was wide open. Now he's covered. Oh. Good handle by Emmanuel to not lose that ball. Tim's taking that 3, and he's probably missing long. That shot goes in a lot for Tim Harrell. He's a good shooter. Good hustle, Lincoln, trying to get to the rim, and he just clobbers the defense. He's like an offensive lineman, like a right guard, just leveling up. Leveling up Jaden Gomez. Trying to rip that ball out of his hands. Point 3, can't shoot it anyway. Just pick it up, let it run out. And we're going to be headed to the fourth quarter. 28-14, a 14-point lead here for your Hammond Baptist Warriors. Here we go. Back to the fourth quarter, 28-14. Anthony Michalski up, trying to be LeBron. Tip it in. Cruz rips it away. Derek swings it up top. Jesse with the ball. Takes a quick three, and no good. Rebound Michalski. And Anthony's got to make those layups. Big rebound, Cruz. Derek has the ball. Swings up top. They're going to find Micah Mintz open. Mid-range, short. Rebound, Quentin Road. And that'll be Jaden Gomez.
Josh, Micah is one of those players I'm very interested as to how he develops as a player.
Yeah.
I feel like he's grown a couple inches. He was a nice player for you last year. He's a lefty, which always throws everyone a curveball. Here's Michalski to the block, up and in for
There you
two.
go.
But just to see that, you saw a few times last year, that fighter. He's got a fighter in him that he'll play hard at times. And to be a leader on the team, we need that from him all the time. So I'm curious to see if we can develop that out of him as a program, as coaches.
Yeah.
Because I think he enjoys basketball. Judah for three, air ball, right into the hands of Michalski.
Good pass. Kick out, Mintz, and 3 seconds in the paint. Cruz again. Yeah, you're right. And, John, last year, Micah, throughout the year, again, not a naturally inclined guy to play defense. I mean, he's an offensive player.
Yeah.
But, man, we made him play D last year, and he ended up being one of the better defenders. And he can stop guys. But he's got to be locked in. Got to be thinking about it. Similar to a Jacob DeAnda. And John Jacob, one of the better defenders on the high school team. But you got to be thinking about it. Got to be planning on playing defense, expecting to play defense.
Yeah.
And Micah can be that guy. And again, could be a starter on this team. Probably one of the 5 better players on the squad. And you're right, fun. He's exciting. He's got a good left-hand shot. Can drive the ball. And I hope we get the most out of him this year.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, good attempt there by Cade off the mark. Jesse comes away with it. He's got men open.
Yeah, Michalski. And one thing I love about Anthony, he is running the floor every time. Every time that we get an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound. Jesse, another three. And it's good, Jesse. Trying to show off that he can shoot a three. Looks at his dad and mom. And pulls off an MJ celebration or something. Absolutely inappropriate at this position in the game, at this level of game, but we'll take it. And I'm glad Jesse's excited to be playing ball. And really has worked on his shot a lot, and so I'm glad to see that going in. He's got Cruz ahead. There he is. Goes to Cruz. Cruz on the fast break. Nearly traveled. Go to Michalski. Up and good. And we are still running this up, 35-14. Anthony's a problem. He is a problem in there. Every time he touches it, it's score alert, and there he is again. And John Anthony right now reminds me a lot of his brother David. So David's 6th grade year when I was coaching him, he did not play the first game until like the second half. But when he got in there, he had like 6 of those. Steal half court against Quentin Road. Going down, getting layups. Just a lanky, a bit awkward, but very athletic 6th grader. And it's so fun watching Anthony do the same thing as, again, a 6th grader. So hopefully he has a big year. Almost. There's that three again.
Yeah, Cade's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. Here's Judah up top, up with the right hand.
Got it.
Way to run the court. You're right, Josh. This team is running the court well. And kind of just defense turn into offense pretty quickly here. As that's Ruth in there, number 14, checking in the game. His first time out there.
8th grader. They got Michalski guarding number 10, Mark Telpes, and that's a tough matchup. There's Tim Harrell fouling him. Not calling it, letting it go. But again, one of our rules of defense, no baseline. Tim was not about to let him go baseline, tried to recover. Here comes Wolf. Up and no good. Rebound, Harrell. It'll be Perez with the fast break. He's got Reynolds and Michalski ahead. Traveled, shuffled his feet there, and then lost the ball. Tough possession there, Emmanuel. Got to find the open guys. Potentially coach telling him not to run fast breaks, pull it out. And maybe got a little confused there. At times we'll do that. There's Reynolds. Got to go back to Emmanuel there. Emmanuel wide open. Lincoln said, I don't care what the play is. I'm going to score a basket right now. And drove it to the rim. Good handles there. Around the key. Gomez driving right up and blocked.
Wow,
Palmer.
Good heads-up play. Had his head on a swivel.
Got to get back. Way to push the floor. Sincere Drew going up. Kick out. Another kick out, and that's a steal. Tim Harrell with the loose ball. He's going to go all the way. Tim up, no good. And there's Zeke, blocked to Lincoln. Lincoln up, and Lincoln got it. Good for 2 points. Lincoln, big, strong body in there. Said, oh, you missed the layup? Oh, you missed it. Why don't you give that ball right here? Why don't you put it in my hands? They did. He cashed in. Don't let him go left. Manuel got a lot. Oh, and there's Lincoln Reynolds. Huge block. Manuel, though, can't let that go. Manuel can't let him go left. Whew. Oh, Lincoln thought about a block again. Started sprinting out there.
Yeah.
He's like, block?
He did.
Block? I got it. I like to
He did
block.
start sprinting up there, Ray, but what I like, I mean, when you step over to help, you step over and up.
Yeah.
And he certainly stepped over and up to help. Maybe a little too anxious there, but
It's like over and then sprint up.
better than him letting him get to the block and then contesting a shot.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They're going to pull Emmanuel. I was going to say, who's playing point? You don't really need a point guard when the 2-3 zone is at the corner. And Joshua Guzman will be running point here for this final 41 seconds. 41-14. Warriors are leading. Only one foul committed this entire half.
Wow.
It's crazy. Zeke to Ruthven. Ruthven. Jumper. Oh, Tim. And Tim's got a good shot. Tim and Caleb both, have had a hoop in their driveway. Do a lot of shooting in the offseason. 20 seconds to go here. Warriors fairly large lead here. And a reminder, next up is the varsity matchup, high school varsity matchup. Hammond Baptist Swordsmen, Quentin Road Eagles. And it'll be a good one. Quentin Road always fighting tooth and nail. And our Swordsmen hungry to get out here and play their first game. John, with one of the better teams we've had in a few years. Just a solid returning core.
Yeah.
Good up-and-coming players. And it'll be fun to watch. Make sure you tune in. That game will be next. As this one concludes, your Warriors win it 41-14.